Welcome back to Lefty's Fabrication, everybody. Today is a great day. We're back out at the racetrack for another day of racing. I'm so excited. This is going to be a really good time. There's a ton of cars here. It's starting to get a little bit windy, so it might storm later, but you know what? That's okay. It's egregiously hot outside right now. So we're going to hang out for a little bit more in the pits. The car's all ready to go, and then we'll get to some racing action. Sorry about the wind. Qualifying actually went pretty well. I ended up getting first, which was not the plan. I was kind of hoping for like third or fourth. Being out in front is a little bit hair-raising. But that's okay. We'll roll with the punches as they come. The car's running great. No issues with it. I put a little bit more air in the rear tires because it just did not want to slide at all. So we've got that situation figured out. Before qualifying, I decided that I wanted to change out the tires on the back end of the car. So now I have these. They're trailer tires. They're probably going to be way too stiff, but they're a lot more balled than my other tires are. So hopefully I can slide a little bit easier, but this track is so soupy. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully they don't run the water truck all that much, because there was already standing water on the track when I did my qualifying, and that wasn't very fun. We're gonna wait for the 4-cylinder heats to get underway and get going, and then my race is right after the 4-cylinder heat races. It occurred to me just a few minutes ago while I was editing this particular video that I've never actually explained what trash car racing really is. So I wanted to kind of gloss over it and let you all know kind of what's going on and give you a better understanding of what we're doing. So trash car racing is basically the love child of circle track racing and demolition derby. We do lean a lot heavier towards the circle track side of things. We do race in an oval, even though it's a flat track instead of having banked corners. But the demolition derby side is we are allowed and kind of encouraged to hit each other. But it's more of a spirited passing sort of a thing. They call it combat racing. So if someone's in front of you and you need them out of your way, you can go ahead and pit maneuver them, you can bump them into the berm, you can do whatever you want to as long as you're not being too aggressive. And that's kind of up for interpretation. But it's pretty hard to get in trouble for being too aggressive in trash car. In trash car, there are only two classes of cars allowed. There are 4-cylinder front-wheel drive and 6-cylinder front-wheel drive. The cars have to remain stock from the factory engine-wise. You cannot do any power adders at all. You cannot tune the engine, you can't add a turbo or a supercharger. If you can find a car that has a turbo or a supercharger from the factory, you can go ahead and run those, but they just have to remain stock. You can't do anything to add any more power than the car came with from the factory. Like with any other type of racing where you start with a factory car like this one, is you have to strip the interior, take all the glass out. That's for safety reasons. You have to add a roll cage. It needs a 4 or 5 point harness for safety also. And we can add things around the outside of the cars that we call rub rails. They're just to make the body of the car last longer, keep damage to a minimum, and that way we can run these cars for as long as possible. A lot of cars will last 4 or 5 seasons, and there's 7 or 8 races every single year. So these cars last quite a while versus a demolition derby where you might only get maybe 2 or 3 events out of it, and then the car is scrap. And now that I've explained trash car racing to you just a little bit, I think it's time to get back to the racing action. This was a really good weekend of racing. I'm super grateful that I get to do this sort of thing. Alright, let's get back to it. I think just for funsies, let's go watch the 4-cylinder heat races right up until I got to get ready for my race. We have a little bit of time, so it'll be worth going and watching.
These are loud cars, so count them loud. 3.
you hand me stuff, please? I'm a dumbass. Thank you.
Hey, does that ball help for steering?
Oh yeah. I love it. I would never do this without it.
Right.
Shit, we don't wash your glasses. You want me to?
No, I want my sunglasses this time. It's bright enough out. It should be fine.
Okay, I'll make sure to wash them when we come back.
Okay.
Unofficially, it's EP23, Lily Van Weir. We'll get you the official order in just a moment. Four-cylinder initial heats. What do you think about that, folks? You enjoying yourself tonight at Racecar?
All right, here we go.
Good rock track.
Hey, here come the 6 cylinders. Here's Colin Curtis, 7-Eleven. He's a new daddy 3 days ago. He's got a little boy named Charlie. Say goodbye to your sleeping nights. Congratulations, Colin, 7-Eleven.
My buddy! Hi, Dad. Look. Look who it is.
It's your brother Charlie. Are you happy about your new brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being silly.
Cars. Everything's going to be fine until it's not. Drivers, are you ready? All right, I'm getting thumbs up. Take it away. Let's count them down at 3. Uno. Just go fuel car behind you, you can move back a little bit. Well, we used to call that. All right, drivers, watch your flag man in 3, 2, 1, go. It looked like the new daddy won that heat there. Colin Curtis, 7-11. Well, Charlie's good luck.
Well, we just finished up the first heat race. The car got a little bit hot, but I won, so that's good. So now I have a giant target on my back. I can't wait for the main race. It'll be fine. Car's running a little bit rough. I don't know why. Brand new oil change. I didn't really do anything different than I normally do, but we'll work through it. They changed the order of things a little bit. Usually the usually the 6-cylinder main is the very last race of the night, and tonight it's not. Should be coming up here pretty soon, so it'll be nice because it won't be super dark, but at the same time, I kind of like my car to cool off a little bit before we get that far. Oh well, it is what it is. We're having a good time. That's all that matters. Just doing a little airbox modification here. The screws aren't holding the two halves together very well anymore. So, handy Andy over here came up with a good zip tie solution. Hopefully that holds it together and we won't get any dirt in the engine. I doubt it because the intake is so long. I don't really think it'll pull anything into the actual engine, but it never hurts to be safe. Right, Andy?
Right.
Andy, I need help. I'm a dummy. I keep putting things too far away from me.
You're fine.
Yeah, next race first, please. Thank you.
6-cylinder main. Zach Ferguson's car, his transmission is done, so we will have 7 cars in a 6-cylinder main. And I think we're ready to go. New daddy Colin Curtis leads the way. Colin Curtis, 711. '37 is Mandy Rigby. All right, this is it. Top 3 finishing the money. The rest of them go home and shower the mud off. Drivers, you ready? Safety team, you ready? Fans in the stands, you ready for your last 6-cylinder race of the night? All right, drivers, give them a show. James, hit it. Army. Colin Curtis. It's Colin Curtis, 7-11. Colin Curtis with the checkered flag. Apologies, Colin. He is the new daddy, though. Now he's got money for diapers.
All right.
Good job. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Colin. All right, we're gonna have 2 more races. 2 more races tonight. Our first 4-cylinder main and our second 4-cylinder main after we get the track cleared off. Next year, the last driver off, give them a hand. That's what they go home with tonight until the next race next month.
Hell yeah! Good luck, brother. That ain't good. Did you place first? Yeah. Good job. Thank you. I thought she was third, but she came in front. Woo! Woo! That was nuts. Oh man. Where is it? Where is it? Get this thing off me. Help me, baby Jesus. Yeah.
Good job, Jose.
Woo!
4 low.
You done today.
Look like a winner.
Are you cooking?
I'm cooking. That was a fun one. It is so. It's
So mushy out
Yeah,
there.
it was so mushy.
Well, the race before that corner was almost like
It
dirt.
was so dirty you couldn't
Pavement.
see the cars going around it.
Yeah.
So they pushed it, but they pushed it a little much.
Yeah. The inside of that corner though was still really dry, so it was really hard to judge like where to put the car. Because if I went too far inside, the front end just went.
You have quite a fan club. You know that?
It sounds like it do.
Right here.
Howdy, sir. Good win. Thank you. Good wins.
Well, everybody, it's been a couple days, you know, with the new baby at home and all. We really just haven't had a whole lot of time to do anything besides make sure that he stays alive. So, really haven't been able to do any filming. But I wanted to show you all what the car looks like post-race. There is some new damage, but it's kind of hard to see. You know, I'll probably get the car washed so we can really take a good look at it. Hi, Winston. Excuse me. Say hi, Winston. There's I have some work to do. The whole reason Winston even came over to me was to tell me that they were out of food. I love that he only needs attention when he needs something. Obviously, I've not learned my lesson at all. It's been a couple of days since the race, like I said, and I have not washed the car. So I can't really tell what kind of damage it has other than the major things that I've noticed. I need to get this thing washed off so I can really get a good look at it, and then we'll do a damage assessment. What am I doing? I have a way better idea. You're doing a great job, son. Get the tire. Mini-Me got this thing pretty clean. It's not perfect, but you know what? I'll take it. He does a pretty good job. I think it'd be good to do a quick walk around of the car, do a quick damage assessment, and see what needs to be fixed and what I can leave. There's not a whole lot of severe damage, things that need to be fixed right away. There are a couple things though. Starting in the passenger front corner, this big hole is from the last race, not this most recent one. And that one was my fault, sort of. but also I'm not going to fix it because I don't really care. Some of these tubes are a little more bent than they were before, but nothing major, nothing's broken. There's a few extra dents in the back now, mostly just that one right there. This one is from the first race, but it's not worth fixing. It's holding up just fine after 3 races. You know, it's not gotten any worse. Trunk looks fine. Nothing back here is really all that bad. But what is bad is the lean of this rear tire. I must have got hit at some point, so I don't know if the rim is bent or if the suspension is bent. I'll have to take a closer look at that later. It's not really concerned right now. Car still drives just fine, and Winston doesn't seem to care either. Not a whole lot going on here. I got one new dent right here, another new one right there, but the driver's side is actually pretty clean, which is always a good sign. It means no one's hit me in the driver's door. This right here is new. I'm not really concerned. I'm just gonna leave it until I have to deal with it. The biggest issue that I've found is because this was pushed in from the very first race. When I hit somebody in this corner during this last race, I caught the fender and it pushed the whole fender back and over into the hood, which crinkled the hood, and it kind of busted the core support. So now the whole, I don't know if you can see that, probably kind of can't, but the whole core support is now pushed back also, which means I can't get the hood open because the pin is in there too tight. So we'll have to figure out how to get this fender out of the way, push the hood back down so I can get the hood open again. I'll definitely have to fix that sooner than later. Now that my Mini-Me and I have gotten this car moderately clean, there's only one thing left to do. I'm a huge history buff, and I love the World War II era, especially. There's just so many cool innovations during that time and so many cool things were done. And during World War II, there was a torpedo bomber called the Avenger. And since this is an Avenger, I thought it'd be cool to mark it up in a similar fashion, but not quite the same insignia that I can't say the name of because I'll probably get demonetized if I ever get monetized in the first place. Every time I score a win, or at least a podium finish in Trash Car, it would be cool to mark up somewhere on the car. Because with my last car, I kept forgetting, to be honest with you, and I think it would be cool to just be able to show people, like, look, this is how many times I've won, or at least got third or better. As you can see, I've already got one tally marked on the hood here from the very first race this season. Didn't win the second one, so I didn't get to put down a tally mark, but since I won the third one, I finally get to. I think that's the best way to, oh boy, that's a lot of paint. Okay. I think this is going to be the best way to do it, is just do tally marks. I think it's cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. It's not too late to change it. I thought about doing other things, but this seemed like the easiest way to keep track. So, let me know what y'all think. I do realize that Trash Car is a very small niche. It's only, in my local area, there's only 3 fairgrounds that we hit in total every year. And it's really cool to see that people who are not from my local area are at least slightly interested in this sport. It's very fun. So I'm glad that I get to do it. I'm glad that I get to share it with you all. Next time, I think we have some damage to fix. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. We very much appreciate it. Right, Winston? Winston.